You work one-on-one with law enforcers?
Yes, because this guy had barricaded himself. He's a he was a drug addict, and he had locked himself in my house girl inside and his daughter. So you have to have those kind of.
So there's a matter of safeguarding as well.
Everyone knows. Anyone who follows my agency knows I protect my girls in my life.
Yes, that's how.
Because I know the law is tilted against them. People bribe cops. They say, this person stole. There's no evidence. The next thing, your girl is in prison. So we really, really protect our workers. But we also educate them on their rights. And they have access to us.
Yeah.
We also have private investigators because they also do funny things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We've had enough interesting things that they've done to children or to property and whatever. So we also have very strong vetting procedures. We have PIs who are able to follow you up to where you stay because of tracking mechanisms we've put in place. So we also try to protect the employer in trying to ensure that by the time I'm placing someone to your home, we've tried to do our best in vetting. We also do follow-ups. For example, randomly we'd call you and say, oh, how are you faring on with our girl? Can we come see how she is? Just do a catch-up. So once in a while we do follow-ups because we don't want to wait for problems to come. Plus also it's not always about us going when there are problems. We want to have a relationship. So we create relationships. I like saying that we are a matchmaking organization.
Like a dating app.
Yes, exactly. In fact, I was trying to get someone to create an app for me, and I said, I'm looking for a matchmaking app. Because your personality maybe is extroverted, and you'd want someone who can engage with you.
And then you look at the characters that you have.
Yeah, then I gave you someone who's like, monosyllables. Or you are very organized, and I give you someone like me who's be like, me, I can sleep with dishes in the sink.
Oh, wow.
There's someone who's like, everything has to be, So we try to match personalities, we try to match energies. So there's a lot of sixth sense, actually. This business is about sixth sense, but it's also very sapping. It's energy sapping because almost every day you're listening to problems. You have a problem because you're an employer and you need someone. This one has a problem because they need money to work.
Have you ever had a problem where like it's one of your girls causing a problem?
Yeah, we've had. Yes, there's even one we told the employer throw her in jail.
Wow.
Yeah. So we distance ourselves. There's a close report. We have legal documents too. So we said, as you're an adult of sound mind, when we place you, anything you do that's criminal is not borne by the organization. But we try as much as possible, again, as I said, to ensure that they also know sometimes it's crimes by omission and not commission. And so it will be a matter of maybe miscommunication, to be a matter of it could be a minor matter, it could be a very serious matter. So we also gauge. But overall, we also, I'm always quitting this job every day.
Quitting?
Yeah, because it's stressful. Like I know by the time I go back and check on this phone, they'll be like, someone says, I came and my girl ran away, I think without notice. So you're always sorting problems. But we try to ensure that there's a bit of communication, both from the employer side and the employee side. We also put penalties for them because then we started seeing a trend where someone goes and in 2 days they've quit. They say, I didn't like the way she talked to me. Okay. Yeah, so there are things that we say, look, even when I was employed, I didn't go to be friends with people. I went to do my work. But if I became friends, well and good. If not, so there are things you can tolerate and look the other way. So we started putting penalties just to avoid these people hopping or shuttling from one home to another.
I know I said this is not a really long podcast, but I have like one last question. So is it possible that one of your girls goes and works without having the way we're having a conversation right now, and they didn't interact with their boss, and then their boss is like, I don't like her. I mean, she's doing her job perfectly, but then the boss is like, I don't like her. She doesn't talk much. And I want somebody who talks much. Probably the matchmaking process wasn't as you thought. Is there a situation like that?
It happens. So it happens. So we try to try and ensure that at least the girl gets a second chance. If it's something that they can change, for example, it's attitude, or maybe just to pursue, where is this person? Maybe in when she came to us, she was very bubbly. What has changed? You could find that she's lost someone at home, and she's unable to express it, or she's that. Yeah, so we try as much as possible to investigate. If it's something that we can support her in turning around, then we do. So, but if we can't, and it's her personality, there are people who want quieter people. So we give them, we get them other employment opportunities in homes where, there's someone who will be like, me, I've had enough talking at work, I just want peace and quiet.
I want to sleep.
Yeah. So there's someone for everyone, that's what I say.
So when the boss was like, I really don't like her, probably it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And she says, like, I really don't like her, you take her back.
Yes, we take her back. We actually replace for free.
Oh.
We have a guarantee period of 3 months, where if the issue is with our girl, we actually do free replacement up to twice.
So this is the last question.
Yes.
I don't want to continue because I have so many questions for you. Have you ever had a case where the nanny probably has a problem with the child, or like child abuse, child neglect, or something like that?
We've had one case where there was a choking incident.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate one. And that's why nowadays we're trying to ensure there's first aid training for everyone.
Oh yeah.
Because the girl panicked, so it wasn't intentional. The girl panicked, and then once I think there's someone who came with a recording of CCTV, where she was actually spanking the child,
like so abusing the child.
Yeah, so that one we do get. Yeah, but we also have situations where the girl says, I can't work with someone, a child, because the child is beyond their control. We have people who've also raised their children without any disciplinary boundaries. They're speaking rude to the so we also go and remove our nannies, and that one we don't replace.
How do you feel like from a personal level, not even like a professional level, like from you as a mother? How do you feel when you get a case like that and you're like, the child was good, it's just that my nanny wasn't really compatible with the child? How do you feel like from a perspective, from a personal level?
I want to tell people that it's okay for a relationship not to work. Yeah, so if it didn't work between the two of you, or between her and the child, it's okay to release if you've tried your best and really there's no behavior change or whatever needs to change. And so I usually say, they've taken care of your child for 2 days, that child has grown for 2 days. 2 more days, the child is two days older than they were before. So we just say, life is about change. But also remember, ask yourself, if you're changing so many girls, ask yourself whether the problem is with you. Okay. So we also try to make sometimes these standards are impossible to achieve. We have employers who say, you must do this, you must do this, you must do. It's an impossible feat. So sometimes we say, we've refused to place girls in other people's houses because we've placed them once, twice. It's the same feedback from our girls.
Same thing.
So it's also okay for us not to give you a girl. The last parting shot is domestic work, especially childcare work, is dignified work. So let's ensure that the person who's taking care of our child, our most precious possession, is skilled, trained, and motivated to raise your child in the best way that they can. Thank you.
Yes.